they're not.
No, they're not. There is no rule.
Kyle Lakey, $10 to the women. Within the first 30 seconds of talking to Ray, whenever you met, did you formulate an opinion of him that still stands today? My point, women usually know men better than men know men, and I would agree with that. Let's start with Aerie Jane. Did you have a thought within the first 30 seconds of meeting Ray that has never changed?
Finishing in the mouth.
Okay, here, before we go any further with this podcast, you are my friends. I've not discussed Ray. I've not like he keeps bringing me up and stuff. I've not, but you guys, for this episode only, I am going to unleash.
All right.
I actually took topics out of this episode. Like I had prep work and I was just like, no, not that, because Aerie doesn't want to talk about fucking Ray the entire episode. So I actually took a bunch of that stuff out so you didn't have to mention him. But if you're gonna go unleash, you're more than welcome to.
Unleash.
I will politely unleash for my own sake only. But what was the question?
Okay,
my
so
30
like
seconds,
within
I do. Yes, yeah. I felt sorry. I'm just gonna say it. Off the top of my head, I felt sorry for him. Like something in me, like, you know, and I'm whatever, empath or sucker, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, you know, I don't have the greatest history. That's why I give great advice. I fucked up so much. But yeah, I just entertained for sure. But there is something about Ray that sucks you in. What I've learned and my perspective is that it's he really enjoys attention. He didn't probably get it when he was young. You know, there were sisters and moms, and he found what makes people laugh. And if it's being stupid and stupid on purpose and it makes people laugh, he's at least getting attention. And friends aren't people that you just call 5 minutes before a podcast because somebody didn't show up. And, you know, friends know about your life and what's going on. Friends don't hear what you're spilling onto them about what's going on with you and what's happening in your life, and it's coming crashing down on you. And he says, this is radio gold. Let's call Bob Leafy. And that should have been my red flag. I should have backed out back then, but I didn't, because at the time I had the opportunity to spill about what was being done to me publicly and expose, you know, the person that was doing it. And that enticed me on all of it. I got wrapped up in it. And I became a content kitty. I wasn't a friend. I was a, you know, whatever. And I wish him well.
So vengeance.
Yeah, wish him well.
Vengeance.
Nice.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. He's a good egg. I hang out with Ray a lot, FYI.
Oh, I know you do. I know. And I still, and I keep things separate, you know, people, just because I have this experience with him or this perspective doesn't mean because you like Ray or watch Ray, you're dog shit. I mean, I do question your intelligence a little bit, but I'm sure you have redeeming qualities. When other women started coming on the podcast, I was fucking relieved, because I was so relieved because like I'm going through a major crisis in life. I'm on Ray's podcast. Everybody's trashing me and my mouth and whatever. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. I just, that's why I was like, I'll start a business. I need something to focus on. I need like health. I need like good things. And it's been a lot to recover from his crap, but I'm not a victim, because I knew, like, the things were telling me in my gut when he was talking shit about Bob Levy, Kevin Brennan, all these people telling me to stay away from all these particular people, Pat Dixon, you know, Jake Hudson, and all these things, you know, because he wanted to keep me for himself. You know, I was his numbers, you know, that's how it felt. So it's like, anyway, I'm unleashing because it was agreed that I'm like, don't bring up my name, don't bring up shit. Like after Detroit, I'm like, you know, just off. We're just mutual. And he keeps reinventing shit and lying about shit. And he's doing it because he wants the attention. This is the only podcast I'm going to talk about this shit on. So don't hit me up for any future forward crap. I'm not. I'm done with it. And I've been done with it, and I need to be done with it. But
we appreciate it too, by the way, Aerie Jane, a lot.
well,
And
you're
you
my
are amongst
friends.
friends. Yeah.
Well, you've been my friends and my tried and true. The other guy, I don't know him so well, but I trust your own judgment, and that's the thing. And it's like he opened this Pandora's tit box on this because all he had to do was shut his fucking mouth, and he just couldn't. He needed attention so bad. He wanted to reopen it so bad. Well, here you go, Toots. This one's for you.
So this was said on a podcast like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Ray and Aerie have an agreement.
Okay.
After an incident that happened at a comedy club WATP event, they had an agreement about not talking about each other, I guess. So yeah, basically. And Ray's kind of walking a fine line with that agreement. And
who brought the agreement up? It was Ray, I assume.
No.
What?
No. Yeah, Ray did some stuff, and Ray would basically pester her and bother her, call her, text her nonstop once we started doing our show, saying like, "Oh, you can't do a show." And
there came a point I realized I'm not Ray's friend. I'm Ray's content kitty, and that wasn't cool with me anymore. And I wasn't going to lie to myself anymore. And that's what happened. So
he won.
I wish Ray would choose to use the brain he has, and he has it, to completely like do a 180 and make a total switch and do things different. And that would be a Ray that I'm willing to be friendly with. That's it. Yeah.